Hey, thanks for checking out Nuts and Bolts with Tone, and welcome to my channel. Today, we're gonna do a tool haul. All right, so I've got some tools recently, and I wanna talk about it, I wanna show you because I'm pretty excited. So, the first thing I wanna show you is, with the Harbor Freight has always been, it's one of those things that we buy little stuff from there. You don't buy a lot of stuff from Harbor Freight, but it's the little things that you need that you don't want to buy somewhere else because it's really expensive. So finally they opened up a Harbor Freight in my hometown, and it's like 10 minutes from my house. Instead of driving 25-30 minutes to get to a Harbor Freight, I got one really close and it's nice. So I got a pack of just bungee cords. I keep these things on the side of my cart. I use these for everything. Holding drive lines up out of the way, harnesses, fuel lines, I mean, you name it, plenums, everything. So I only have about 6, and they're old. And worst thing is if you ever have a bungee cord and you're using it and it breaks or it gets weak, and it really sucks. So got a new pack of bungee cords. What is this, 12 of them? So same bungee cords I've had for a long time, Harbor Freight. Got that. All right. The next thing I got, I'm pretty stoked about because I keep a lot of O-rings and things like that in other containers. O-rings, Schrader valves, things like that. And when I need to go through it, I usually will just take a rag and I lay it on my toolbox and I dump all the O-rings out, AC O-rings, kind of fish through it, get everything I need, pull the rag up in a tunnel, and then I just kind of funnel them into the container. And so I found this cool little tray here. It's about an inch and a half deep, and it's got a little corner. So this is perfect for O-rings, or you know what else I use it for is when I have to get out my pulley puller set, and I've got all the different bolts for all kinds of different pulleys, and I just dump them all out in a rag. Well, now I have this, so I'll be able to just do that. So I'm pretty stoked about that. Super cheap, pretty much. That's about it. Don't really buy too much from Harbor Freight because, the stuff that I get, you don't want to rebuy it. So, yeah. The next thing I got, I was leery about because, well, let me just show you what it is and then I'll tell you why I'm leery. So, it's an ignition coil tester, and it looks like this. It's from MATCO. Looks like that right there. It's got a little white tip on there. It's got a couple, I think, AAA batteries in here. Yeah, 2 AAA batteries. So I was a little leery because this thing was only like 25 bucks. And I know a lot of these type of inductive, ignition testers for coils are, usually like 100 bucks. There's one that, like a flap, it's on a stick that you lay on the coil and, it'll light up. So I bought it, thought, you know what, if it doesn't work, then I'm just gonna give it back. But it actually works. So all you do is you take this, and you touch this tip to the top of the ignition coil, and then this tip will flash blue every time it detects magnetism. And so I tried it on a couple vehicles. It worked on all of them. It hit on every single coil, and I haven't tried it yet on one with a bad coil, but it'll be nice to be able to just rule out the coil or not with this. I think it was 28 bucks or something. It was 30 bucks with tax. So MATCO tools, ignition coil tester. Pretty stoked. Cheap too. All right. So the next thing I got, I didn't buy this. I've talked about this before. My friends at OLSA Tools, who I work with, they sent me this set of pry bars right here, OLSA Tools Impact pry bars. All right. So these are high strength SBCM steel. They have metal striking caps. They're comfortable in ergonomic handles, and it comes with an 8-inch, 12-inch, 18-inch, and 24-inch. So, looks like they're made in Taiwan. Let's see what else. I think that's about it. So, I've talked about these before. I've showed them on Instagram. I was leery when they said they had some pry bars, but I thought I'd give it a try because everything I've had from OLSA Tools, I've been happy with. And I actually have, if I had the same tools of another brand, I actually moved them out and I moved the OLSA tools in place of them because I like them. I like them a lot. I have no complaints whatsoever. And so I have these MATCO pry bars, and I've had them for 16 years. The handles are like rubber and they're starting to get chipped away, and the handles are kind of big for the bigger pry bars. So I got them, and you can see right here in my hand, this is a perfect fit. This is the 24-inch pry bar. So my review now is to let you know I really like these pry bars. I initially moved my MATCO ones off my box and moved these in place. The only one I still have on my box is a 36-inch, I think it's a 36-inch pry bar, and that's a MATCO Tools. But this one only came up to 24, so I still have the MATCO Tools one there. So if I had an OLSA Tools 36-inch, I would replace my MATCO one with that one. But anyways, I really like these pry bars. They work great. They don't flex a ton. They work just like my MATCO pry bars. I have zero complaints, and these are awesome. I love the handles. They feel great, and the striking caps are really nice. And so far, I have absolutely nothing but good things to say about these. And if you need to get some pry bars, these are the ones that you want to get right here. I sign off on these. You won't be disappointed if you get those. So the next thing I got was, I'll just show you what it is. So I've had this MITYVAC fluid evacuator. It's just a two-way pump. It's the one that'll pump in and pump out. I've had one of these for about, 10 years. Here's my old one. You can see, I mean, this thing's been through the ringer. I mean, the metal this isn't even clipped on the drain anymore. I mean, look at the bottom. I mean, God, this thing is just dirty. Use it all the time for sucking out coolant, power steering fluid, diesel fuel. It doesn't matter. I use it for everything but brake fluid. I know a lot of guys still use it for brake fluid, but worked with a guy a long time ago, and he said that one time somebody used his, sucked brake fluid in it, and then his seals went bad. So I just don't use it for brake fluid. I have something else for brake fluid. And so anyways, so here at the new shop, or not new shop, but newer shop, we don't have a machine. I've always had a machine that would push fluid in an electronic, you have an electric motor and you just stick it in and it'll pump it in. And so my neighbor bought a brand new one, and he used his for just pumping fluid in, transmissions, differentials, whatever. And I was borrowing his quite a bit. And one day I was like, I've used his brand new one more than he has. So I thought, you know what? It's time to buy one. So I haven't even used it yet. I literally just brought it in yesterday and opened it up. But there it is. It is a fluid evacuator. What is it? It's a MV7201. I bought it on Amazon. This is, they say brake fluid on here, but I just don't use it. So this is 2.3 gallons, and I like it because it's got, right here, it's got the lever that you can push down or up, and it will suck fluid, and it will push fluid. So I like that. It's pretty nice. I only use it for one thing. The other one, I only use it for sucking out. And then this one, it's nice to have the reversible, because if you're pumping, let's say you're pumping in transmission fluid, and all of a sudden it's full, you can just flip the lever and give it a couple pumps, and it'll suck the fluid back through the hose. And then you're not sitting spitting out fluid and everything else. It's got a nice little spigot spout right here. So when you have to pour the fluid back in a container, it works really nice and really easy. Also for draining it, you just pull that drain plug out. So this is what the old one looks like. So a little tip I found is that I don't ever put this drain plug in all the way. I put it about halfway, and then I flip the lever. Mine's lasted about 10 years, and it still works. So hopefully it continues to work. But maybe don't try to push your plunger in all the way. I don't know if that makes a difference or not, but that's what I've done. And the last tool I got I won this in a giveaway, and I don't know if I talked about it or not in the video, but I just was going through my toolbox the other day and realized I had this. So it's like I got a brand new tool. So it's a Gearwrench set, all right? So this is a through socket set. So here we go. So it looks like that. You got metric and standard. So you're gonna take the 13 millimeter right there, and it's a 6-point, so I like that. So then this end right here is just gonna go into the ratchet, and then now, so if you're ever doing like sway bar links, or you have a nut that's, you know, on a long stud, and you know you don't want to put a wrench on it, or maybe it's starting to round with a wrench, right here I got this slips right down the shaft, and will take nuts off of studs. So I'm pretty stoked about that. Brand new. I mean, literally haven't even used it yet, but I just discovered it. So I'm pretty stoked about that. So I think that's about it. I thought I got something else. I finally got my MATCO ratchets warranted. They just brought me my 24-inch ratchet yesterday, or Tuesday just brought me my 24-inch ratchet. So finally got all my ratchets warranted. So in the future, I think I'll be looking into upgrading those to snap-on with the hard handle, because I like that one better. But for now, got my MATCO ones fixed, and they're brand new. So, and they're warranted forever. So I mean, now if I have to get the head rebuilt, they should be able to rebuild it, and my ratchet won't be, you know, I won't be waiting for a new one forever. So anyways, so that's my tool haul right there. We got them from Amazon. I got the MITYVAC from Amazon, the Gearwrench from Gearwrench. I got, you know, a couple Harbor Freight tools, MATCO, and OLSA tools. So I hope you enjoyed the tool haul. If you have any of these tools and you like them, great, that's awesome. Leave me a comment down below. Also, if you don't like any of these tools, if you have a complaint, let me know. So it's something I can look into, something I can try out. Also, let me know if there's anything you would like me to check out and do a review on, and I'll give you my honest opinion. So thanks for checking out the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell. You get notified of all my future content, which you're definitely going to want to see. Also check me out on Instagram at Nuts and Bolts with Tone for my daily life as a mechanic. I'll see you next time.